They have the Puerto Rican Day Parade here in New York every summer. That's pretty exciting, right? Everybody's so proud of their ethnicity in this city. All over the country, people are so proud of what they are. What are you? What are you? But here in New York, we gotta have parades every 2 hours in the summer, you know? Everyone's proud. They gotta march to show how proud they are, you know? It's like 5 hours of gridlock every weekend because it's the Albanian patron saint of cabbage's high holy feast day or some shit. You gotta sit there waiting forever. You're missing your appointments because 5 fat guys in sweatsuits have to walk a papier-mâché cabbage god up and down Fifth Avenue. The Puerto Rican Day Parade, though, is great. That is a great parade, the Puerto Rican Day Parade. But you never hear the good things. All you hear is the negative things. But what about the positive, empowering messages, particularly to women that come from that parade? You know? Like, you're never too fat to wear a tube top. I think that's a message that has to be heard. Because, you know, you always hear that girls feel bad about their bodies because they have to compare themselves to these anorexic actresses and everything. But there seem to be girls out there in that parade that don't, you know, they seem immune to that shit. I don't know. They're like, my sit looks good. My sit looks good, you know. And even if they're 300 pounds, they don't have to rule out the denim micro mini skirt. They hop on the back of their boyfriend's ninja motorcycle with their asshole hoisted up in the air. Thong is sticking out. It's not even one thong. It's like 3 thongs all knotted together. I'm not, hopefully not, we won't be talking much about George Bush anymore after this special. But this is the last couple things I'm going to say. I am happy as shit to be rid of him. First of all, I don't even understand, even if you agreed with his policies, I don't see how anybody could have liked that guy. And then his bullshit and his fake character. I'm a cowboy, man. Look at me, I'm a cowboy. Mission accomplished, man. Hey, have a fucking asshole. He grew up in Connecticut. He went to Andover Prep School. He was a cheerleader at Yale. He was a fucking cheerleader. Hey, man, I'm a cowboy, man. Mission accomplished. He was less of a cowboy than that guy in the Village People, for Christ's sake. Because he goes up to Angela Merkel. She's a world leader, the leader of Germany. Walks up behind her. He'd never met her before. Gives her a little shoulder rub. Little shoulder rub. How sexist and insulting is that? What kind of frat boy douchebag move? Gives her a little shoulder rub. You know, with a German woman, you gotta shit on him first. You gotta take a little shit on him. I only know what I've seen on the internet, but you gotta appreciate people's cultures. My favorite moment was that shoe throwing incident. He gets a shoe thrown at him. That was the most amazing moment, because normally in America, we're very patriotic people, and even if you hated the president, if someone attacked him, if someone threw a shoe at him, people would have freaked out. But this was fucking unreal. I mean, think about that. Some greasy foreigner in like a Borat polyester suit, you know, it's a big, bushy, cliche cartoon character, angry Arab guy, mustache, takes off his camel shit-caked shoe and yells some cliche insult, you know, you American shit pig fucker, you know, and throws his half a sandal at our United States president, and even the biggest redneck in America was like, man, that was funny as shit, man. God damn, that was some funny shit, man. So, somebody asked me, you know, if I would care. I have 3 sons, and somebody asked me if I would care if one of my sons was gay. How gay? I mean, if one of them turns out to be gay and wants to marry a dude, that should be his right, you know, and I would support that. But, yeah, I would support that. But if I get on an airplane and my son walks up behind me going, snacks, snack, Dad, snacks. You know, we could dial that down a little tiny bit. That's all I'm saying. That's behavior, you know what I mean? If he wants to bring his new husband to Thanksgiving dinner, great. But if they start fisting the turkey and, you know, I might be like, all right. I'm kidding, of course. Obviously, I wouldn't give a shit if one of my sons was gay, because I'd still have 2 normal ones. You know what I mean? 2 normal, decent sons with a shot of getting into heaven. So what do I give a shit? I have 3 sons, and it's the greatest thing in the world, but it's also, you know, it's rough sometimes. It's tough, you know. And I was having this conversation with somebody. They go, I know, because I have a dog, you know. My dog's a lot like my kid. People with dogs say shit like that all the time. Yeah, my dog is like my kid. My dog is like my kid. And you got to play along and be like, hi. Is really, your dog is like your kid, really? How fucking insulting is that? First of all, no one has a dog because they were too drunk to pull out. That's the first thing. And you try not to have a favorite when you have sons or kids. You know, you can't have a favorite. You can't let them know if you do. And I don't. I treat my main son and the other two exactly the same way. I hope they never feel the need to be in the closet. That's the main thing, you know. That's because everybody knows those guys that are just so in the closet and they won't come out. And it's not like I care. It's not like I care about people. It's just that it gets exhausting to have to play along with that charade all the time. I have this friend Tommy. Every time I see him, he's like, "Boy, that Jessica Alba's a piece of ass, huh?" "Boy, you know what I'd do to her?" Gargle her ball bag, probably, Tommy, if she had one, but otherwise probably something else. I was talking to this friend of mine, and she said, "You know, it's really hard for women in the workplace in a lot of cases. You know, there's a lot of discrimination. She was pointing all these jobs out, and there's very few women in this field. And pilots, there are very few women pilots, and that's true. There's not a lot of women pilots. I noticed I was on a plane the other day, and the pilot came on, and it was a woman. It was a woman's voice. She goes, "This is your captain, Captain Johnson." And everybody on that plane, men and women, were like, "What the fuck? Seriously, put the real pilot on. Holy shit, this is a big fancy machine you're driving, Buttercup. This ain't some kind of Barbie's dream car you're dicking around with." I did a show once, and this super hot girl came up to me after, and she goes, I want you to call me. Give me a call. And she gave me her business card. I was psyched, you know. I thought, holy shit, this is nice. You know, and I take the card, and I looked at it, and it said escort on it. Escort. That was humbling. I mean, on a lot of levels, because like, shit, obviously she's not that into me, you know. And also, she's got a business card, and I don't. You know, what kind of career-oriented hooker walking around with a business card? Holy shit, I can't get it together enough to head down to the printers and get a business card made. She somehow has time between buying cocaine and nipple salves or whatever she needs. You know, ointments and all the gels. They need gels. She has a hooker with a business card. You think she throws it in the fishbowl at Fuddruckers, hoping to win a free lunch for the whole whorehouse? Desiree, I want us appetizers. We're all going to... Desiree, don't fill up on cock. We have a free lunch coming. You're going to fill up on cock? Don't fill up on cock. Is anyone happily married? Is anyone actually happily married? It just doesn't seem... I know a couple of people that seem pretty happily married, but for the most part, like, especially if you watch television, like the image of marriage in America, holy shit. You watch these sitcoms, it's just these whiny, sex-starved liars, you know, and then the wives are like these bitchy twats, and... It's like, please, can I have some sex? It's my birthday. Slow down, Tiger. What about the lawn? There are more whipped men on television than there were on the Amistad. It's a fucking miserable existence. Did you see this guy that got hit by lightning? He got hit by lightning 7 times. He'd been hit by lightning 7 times and survived, and then he killed himself over a woman. God couldn't kill this guy. Send in the experts. There was a guy... This is... Oh, shit. There was, how about that guy jumped off the Carnival cruise ship, jumped off the balcony of a cruise ship into the ocean because he got into a fight with his wife about his bar tab. So he jumped into the ocean and drowned. That story sounds insane to anyone that's never been married. Because I swear to God, I'm not saying this for a fact. When I heard that story, I thought, yeah, shit, I could see exactly how something like that. You're drunk. I'm on vacation. You're fucking drunk. I'm on fucking vacation. You're gonna be hungover tomorrow. You're supposed to take ice sculpting classes on the Lido deck. If you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna jump off this goddamn balcony. You don't have the balls. Even Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, they seem to be pretty happy together. And even he has to play that role of the cliche, stereotyped, douchebaggy, loser husband. You know, "Ooh, I don't know. You'll have to ask Michelle." Holy shit, if I heard the number of times he would say during the campaign, like, well, she's the smart one. Really? That's really what he thinks, huh? Yeah. You know, she's the smart one in the family. I mean, I'm president of the United States of America, but I mean, she really is the one that... You know, they asked him during the campaign if he quit smoking. They said, what happened with your smoking? He said, well, I made a deal with Michelle that I could run for president if I quit smoking. So, you know how that played out. Really? Really? You really think that's how it went down? Really? He had to ask for permission. He had to make a little deal with Wifey Poo to run for fucking president of the United States. Please, Michelle, please. I really, really want to be president. I know that doesn't sound like him. I'm doing a character. I'd turn him into like fucking Bullwinkle or something. Oh, please. I really want to be president, Michelle. You're the smart one, please. What about the smoking, Barack? If that's true, how would he ever possibly negotiate with other world leaders? You'll halt the development of your nuclear program immediately. Really? Did your wife tell you to say that? Look at me, I'm smoking. I love to smoke. Oh, it's delicious to smoke. Should I just talk to Michelle directly, or do you have any fucking balls at all left? You pussy whip faggot. Let me ask you. Do you want to... A lot of my friends, have a lot of money, and they were calling me up, hey, did you lose a lot of money in the stock market? Did you get creamed? But I've had a lot of personal problems in the last few years, so I don't have any money at all. So they're calling me up. I'm like, no, actually I have exactly the same amount of money now as I did when all this shit started. Turns out investing all my money in tequila and strippers wasn't such a bad policy after all, This is